started.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So first of all, we will be dealing in this session how we can get our ticket to the mains, because be it any time, this is the high time that we have to be prelims oriented, and we have to ensure कि यार अब तो इतना किया जा सकता है इन 3 महीने में कि हम लोग अपना मेंस का एडमिट कार्ड ले लें. Fine. So our concern in this session will be of two things. कि प्रीलिम्स क्लियर कैसे करना है, ठीक है, मेंस का एडमिट कार्ड तक पहुंचना कैसे है बेसिकली हम लोगों को. एंड एज वी नो दैट मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव हर्ड फ्रॉम डिफरेंट सीनियर एस्पायरेंट्स कि यार whatever we do prelims is about revision, re-revision and re-revision. ओके कि हमको पढ़ना तो है ही दोबारा है इन चीजों को. इन सच सिचुएशंस अब हमें पढ़ना कैसे है, वी विल ट्राई टू एंटरटेन दिस through this session. Second, how this course that we call Phoenix, okay, how this course is going to benefit and how we have planned this course which can lead you to ticket to the mains basically. Okay, so I got two things in the query before I give the session to the Sahil sir. He will take forward that session. Okay, so I will be quickly taking the two of the doubts that I received in the chat box. That is from the Kirti and Namrata, that history and CSAT is the basic, what to say, struggling area, and then revision strategy. So I will be talking about both the issues in very, 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 I will say, crisp manner. Then in detailed manner, Sahil sir will be taking it forward. Okay, so when we talk about history, so even in the history, we have to be specific. What hurts us is basically ancient, then medieval, then art and culture, then it goes towards our modern history. सब कहते हैं कि like modern history still हम कर लेते हैं sir, but what about the history that is from ancient side, medieval side, and especially art and culture? And again, the kind of questions we are getting from the last some years, okay, it again gives us some kind of edge that how to analyze these questions. कौन सी बुक से आ रहे हैं, कौन सी बुक से नहीं आ रहे हैं बेसिकली हमारे ये क्वेश्चंस. Fine. So let's talk about the history first. History, guys, apart from books, we are focusing into the area that is the previous year questions. We are going analyzing into the previous year questions area, and you will find that the options that has been somewhere in the question, now they are not the questions only. Sometimes they act as an agent कि आप उससे एक ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट कर दोगे प्रेजेंट टाइम्स में, और वो एक ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट हो रहा है तो बाकी वो पूरा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो रहा है. समटाइम्स उस ऑप्शंस के पता होने की वजह से आपको ये इंश्योर हो जाता है कि ये आंसर तो नहीं है जिससे 3 ऑप्शंस एलिमिनेट हो रहे हैं. This way we are going forward. Okay, in CSAT, certainly CSAT has become quite tough. So how to clear CSAT? It's what the answer is: the revision, re-revision, and the clear set of questions. CSAT is something which everyone is attempting. बट स्ट्रेटेजी क्या है सीसेट की जो हम बार बार भूल रहे हैं? वी हैव टू सी होल पेपर. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि आपने सिर्फ 5 मिनट कोई कुछ देखा और उससे आप सीसेट लगाएंगे. आपको किसी क्वेश्चन में ज्यादा टाइम नहीं देना है. पहली चीज आपको सीसेट सॉल्व करते हुए ध्यान रखनी है. इट माइट बी एरिया दैट यू नो सम ऑफ द एरिया. सपोज आपका परसेंटेज अच्छा है तो आप वहां से क्वेश्चंस पहले बनाइए रादर देन बीइंग स्टक इन द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ से टाइम, स्पीड एंड डिस्टेंस. सेकेंड, इंग्लिश और comprehensions के जो इशू हैं we will be dealing through UPSC papers only. Okay, in details we will discuss these things, how we will proceed. And for revisions we have outcome classes, thematics classes, and others. So over to Sahil sir, he will take you into detail that how different components of this course place or will Sahil sir will give the insights how this is going to entertain the particular prelims this year, or how prelims is going to be unfolded for you guys. Some insights on, yes, that will be covered in this session as well. Sahil sir.
Yes, sir. Can you please make me host from the other ID, not this one?
Okay, Hemal ma'am, please do the needful.
Just a second. Sir, you can do it from your that other ID only. Done.
Hi everyone, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
जी. Firstly, we'll be discussing कि क्या गलतियां होती हैं usually students से, क्या हमें करना है, basically a set of do's and don'ts which you should be following, right? And after that, I'll guide you or I'll tell you that how this course can help you, right? So basically, we'll be discussing this session in two parts, right? Not taking much of your time because time is the most quintessential thing at this time, right? Each and every minute, if you can save somewhere, if you can invest somewhere, nothing better than that, right? So quickly walking you through the things I feel they can give you a ticket to means or they can hold your ticket to means, right? They can hold back your ticket to means. See, first we need to get a reality check about prelims, right? Actually, the prelims of 2013 is not what prelims of 2016 was, is not what prelims of 22 was, will not be the prelims 23 will be having. Okay, so the reality is that prelims has definitely evolved. Anyone who denies this thing is somewhere living in either he's fooling himself or either he's not aware about the situation, right? Prelims definitely has become more difficult, no denial to this fact. It has definitely become more random in the sense the nature of the questions, the framing of the questions, and the arrangement of the questions, as well as the diversity of the areas from where the questions are being asked, right? In all the terms, prelims has become definitely more random, right? There is an increased role of CSAT and it has increased tremendously since 2020, right? Personally know students who were scoring somewhere around 110, 115 in GS1, but they did not score well in CSAT and couldn't qualify for means. There is definitely, of course, there is a set of pattern, let's say for 50, 55 questions. That is definite. But the pattern has been diluting for the, you can say, on the uncertain questions, right? There is no definite pattern, as in 2020, no global organizations were asked, but there was huge focus on national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. 2021, many organizations were asked, but less focus on national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. 2022, it was a mix. Organizations were less asked, but country-wise information was asked, right? Then PYQ techniques, they have evolved. PYQ techniques, as in logical techniques, guessworks, elimination techniques, whatever you call it, right? They were extremely relevant in 2013, slightly became lesser till 2018, has become even lesser in 2022. This is not to say they are not relevant till now. But the thing is, even UPSC has evolved in terms of prelims techniques, right? UPSC has somewhere diluted, somewhere phased some techniques, but still some are relevant till now, right? Therefore, rather than having an idea that okay, this is the technique, this is the technique. You need to have an idea that, okay, why this technique cannot be phased out by UPSC in the long run, and why this technique is being phased out by UPSC. Once you get this idea ना, you now know that कि ये technique UPSC को हटाना बड़ा मुश्किल होगा, या फिर मेजॉरिटी क्वेश्चंस में या फिर जिनमें भी वो टेक्निक लग रही है वहां पर प्रोबेबिलिटी हाई है कि वो लग जाएगी, राइट? Therefore some techniques are valid, in some techniques UPSC has evolved, right? What do we need then, right? Once we know that, okay, UPSC has evolved or prelims has evolved, what we need to do? We need to study more, right? No denial to this fact. By studying more, I do not mean कि रेगुलर बुक्स की रिवीजन बहुत ज्यादा एंड आई एम टेलिंग कि वो स्टडी ज्यादा है, ठीक है? ऑफ कोर्स वो तो आपको करना ही है, दैट इज द बेयर मिनिमम, द बेसिक वी नीड टू डू, बट बाय सेइंग स्टडीइंग मोर, I say length, breadth and depth. By length, I mean the subject you would be covering. Agar pehle, if you're not doing ancient medieval, at any cost you have to do it right now. Breadth, right? That if you were only covering Mughals, let's say in medieval India and Ashok in the ancient India, you have to go farther. You have to go beyond that thing, right? In depth, if you were covering only certain aspects of Vijayanagar Empire in medieval India, you have to increase that in depth, right? You have to read more details about it. But this sort of chasing the things, this sort of analysis can really prove detrimental to your preparation, as in you do not have that much time, right? If you're preparing for 2023, you do not have that much time कि हर चीज को आप इस तरीके से करना है. But it's more important to choose this. This does not mean you scavenge all books. Rather, prepare an average of the required things in a decent manner, right? पिछले 4-5 सालों में यूपीएससी ने किन किन एरियाज पर फोकस रखा है, राइट? उसका एक एवरेज आपका अच्छे से तैयार होना चाहिए, ताकि मान लो 2023 में 2017 वाला पैटर्न रिपीट होगा, या 2017 प्लस 2018 या 2017 प्लस 18 प्लस 19 में एक पैटर्न रिपीट हो जाता है, राइट? सो दैट मींस कि आप कंफर्टेबल है वहां पे, राइट? क्योंकि आपने तैयारी की. This is creating disturbance. Someone is creating disturbance.
Сало, українське сало, українцям.
Okay. Next, what we need to do is change strategy for the subject. Change strategy का ही मतलब नहीं कि outright आप बदल देंगे उस चीज को, ठीक है ना? But wherever UPSC has evolved, आपको उसी according अपने आप को बदलना भी पड़ेगा, right? Let's say, for example, in polity and economics, we are witnessing that UPSC is increasingly asking questions from analytical side, right? चाहे वो polity हो चाहे economics हो, ठीक है? 2019 onwards, 2018 onwards, their focus on polity increased in analytical side, and 2021 onwards their focus on analytical economics increased, right? PYQ analysis according to the change demand, जैसे हमने discuss किया. ठीक है. Discussing this, next is, देखो, relevance in mock test बढ़ गया है, ठीक है ना? मे बी 2017 में आप बिना मॉक टेस्ट के जा सकते थे, 19 में भी शायद जा सकते थे, या 10 करके चले जाते, 12 करके चले जाते, बट द रेलेवेंस ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट हैज इंक्रीज्ड. व्हाई? बिकॉज वो आपको एक सेंस आना चाहिए कि ओके ये सही है, ये एलिमिनेट हो सकता है, ये हटाया जा सकता है, या ये इस लॉजिक के अकॉर्डिंग से. क्यों? क्योंकि द पेपर हैज नाउ स्टार्टेड टू बिकम मोर रैंडम, राइट? एंड द गुड वे टू डील विद दैट रैंडमनेस इज कि आप एक्चुअली प्ले फील्ड में कूदे एंड अपने आप को टेस्ट करें बार बार, ठीक है ना? सो अराउंड 35 to 40 mock tests you need to be doing, ठीक है ना? to increase your recalling power, just a to increase your recalling power, right? Inculcate discipline and revision routine. Increase the length, breadth, and depth of topic because you will be getting newer and newer topics, newer and newer questions from your test. So ideal it should be 35 to 40 mock test आपको करने चाहिए, right? And that should be across, 2 से 3 इंस्टीट्यूट का आप उठाइए, ठीक है? एक इंस्टीट्यूट के आपने उठा लिए 23-24 मॉक टेस्ट, एक के आप उठाइए 6-7 मॉक टेस्ट, अनदर के आप उठाइए 6-7 मॉक टेस्ट, ताकि आपको एक ओवरऑल पता लग जाए कि ठीक है, दिस कैन बी द रेंज ऑफ क्वेश्चंस व्हिच कैन बी आस्क्ड। बट एक क्वेश्चन आपको ये होना चाहिए कि देयर शुड बी गुड नंबर ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट, राइट? देयर शुड बी गुड मॉक टेस्ट, ठीक है ना? ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी उठा लिया, किसी का भी मॉक टेस्ट उठाया और कर लिया। यू शुड बी एटलीस्ट बी एश्योर्ड अबाउट दिस थिंग कि वॉट एवर मॉक टेस्ट आई एम प्रैक्टिसिंग, जो भी क्वेश्चन मैं प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, क्या वो रेलिवेंट है, क्या वो क्वालिटी का है? अगर नहीं है तो यू आर जस्ट वेस्टिंग योर टाइम, ठीक है? प्लस एनालिसिस बहुत जरूरी है, ठीक है, चीजों का। टेस्ट दे दिया वन थिंग, लेकिन क्या टेस्ट को एनालाइज किया, क्या मेरी गलतियां हुई, क्या मेरी एनालिटिकल साइड पर गलती हो, क्या डिड आई मेक अ रिविजन मिस्टेक, डिड आई मेक अ सिली मिस्टेक, वाज इट अ बाउंसर क्वेश्चन? इफ यू आर नॉट एनालाइजिंग दीज थिंग, राइट, यू प्रोबेबली आर डूइंग अ डिससर्विस टू योर प्रिपरेशन, ठीक है ना? फिर ना पढ़ने का फायदा है, ना मॉक टेस्ट लगाने का फायदा है, आप सिर्फ अपने आप को कंफर्टेबल जोन में डाल रहे हैं, ठीक है? आप सिर्फ अपने आप को ये बता रहे हैं कि मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, राइट? अदरवाइज यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग, ठीक है? तो एनालिसिस करना बहुत जरूरी है। नेक्स्ट इज कंटेम्प्रेरी अफेयर्स, ठीक है? It has been seen in the past that UPSC now has been focusing not on 1 year's current affairs, ठीक है? कि 1 साल के करंट अफेयर्स और हर छोटी छोटी डिटेल, ये पंछी उधर उड़ रहा है, ठीक है, ये सैटेलाइट उधर लॉन्च कर दी, ये हाउसिंग अफेयर मिनिस्ट्री का ये छोटा सा इनिशिएटिव है, इस टाइप की चीजों पर यूपीएससी नहीं है, राइट? You need to understand this fact. UPSC has gone beyond that. Where has it gone? It has gone into the 3-4 years major current affairs, right? मोटी मोटी चीजें 3-4 साल की जो ऑफ लार्जर पब्लिक सिग्निफिकेंस, लार्जर नेशनल सिग्निफिकेंस, इंटरनेशनल सिग्निफिकेंस, एनवायरमेंटल इम्प्लीकेशन, दैट इज द एरिया यूपीएससी इज टारगेटिंग, ठीक है? अगर ये खुद से आप कर सकते हैं, वेल एंड गुड, इफ नॉट, दिस इज द वे टू गो अबाउट, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज प्रायोरिटी दिमाग में बहुत क्लियर होनी चाहिए, ठीक है? जैसे स्टैटिक इज ऑलवेज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन जनरल, ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं कि करंट के पीछे स्टैटिक छूट गया। अगर 20 क्वेश्चन आ भी गए करंट से और उसमें से आपने 18 कर भी लिए, 80 में से अगर आप 25 से 30 ही कर पाए, राइट, स्टैटिक वाले क्वेश्चन, यू आर आउट ऑफ द गेम, ठीक है? आप कभी अंदर हो ही नहीं सकते। वेयर ऑन दी अदर हैंड, एक स्टैटिक अच्छा प्रिपेयर किया जिस बच्चे ने, यू विल बी आंसरिंग 40 क्वेश्चंस हियर एंड लेट्स से 15 क्वेश्चंस हियर, ठीक है? यू योरसेल्फ कैन सी कि कौन एक अच्छे पोजीशन, राइट? नेक्स्ट, एज फार एज स्टैटिक ऑल्सो कंसर्न, उसमें भी आपका कैटेगराइजेशन होना चाहिए कि मेरा मॉडर्न, पॉलिटी, ज्योग्राफी, एनवायरमेंट, इकोनॉमिक्स, दैट शुड बी गिवन हायर प्रायोरिटी देन कल्चर। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कल्चर को इग्नोर करो, बट प्रायोरिटी सेट होनी चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं है कि पॉलिटी तैयार नहीं और कल्चर के चैप्टर पढ़ी जा रहे, राइट? कंटेम्प्रेरी करंट अफेयर्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन 1 year करंट अफेयर, जैसे अभी डिस्कस किया। इवन इन करंट अफेयर्स, इकोनॉमिक्स, एनवायरमेंट, साइंस, टेक, current affairs should be given more important than other current, ठीक है? Then what are the mistakes which I see students doing, I have seen students doing, ठीक है, in the paper, which despite their best of the preparation holds them back, right? क्या है सबसे बड़ा sin हो सकता है, and I call it a sin, right? इजी क्वेश्चन को गलत कर दें। उसका सबसे बड़ा व्हाट इज द बिगेस्ट लॉस विच यू आर इंकरिंग बाय मेकिंग इजी क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग इज कि आपका कॉम्पिटिटर फ्रेंड उसको सही कर रहा है, आप उसको गलत कर रहे हैं, एंड हर ऐसे क्वेश्चन में आप 4.66 मार्क्स का गैप क्रिएट कर देंगे। मान लीजिए ऐसे आपने 4 क्वेश्चन गलत कर दिए, दैट मीन्स समवेयर यू हैव मिस्ड आउट ऑन 18 मार्क्स। ठीक है, just by doing 4 silly mistakes your competitor has gained an edge of 18 marks compared to you। ठीक है ना, and we keep on pondering कि भाई कहाँ गलती रहेगी। ठीक है, so easy questions को गलत नहीं करना है। easy questions are the one जो आपका सिलेक्शन रुकवा देंगे या आपको सिलेक्शन करवाना है। नॉट सेइंग कि सिर्फ उन्हीं से हो जाएगा, लेकिन अगर उन्हें गलत कर दिया तो पक्का बाहर हो जाओगे। राइट, देन रिलाइंग ऑन 2 रिविजन्स, each added revision adds exponentially। ठीक है, following too many strategies, once you have formulated a strategy, once you have some sort of guidance, be it of your senior, be it of your peer, be it of your mentor, ठीक है, trust him or her, ठीक है, and then follow that strategy। don't keep changing your strategies every now and then। ठीक है, mocks, again I've told the mistake could be you are not testing yourself in the exam conditions, you're not analyzing the things, and you are taking it on ego। Ego means if my friend had solved 100 tests, I will solve 150, no matter if my previous tests are analyzed on। ठीक है, ऐसी गलतियां नहीं करनी। पहले 20 सॉल्व करो, 20 को एनालाइज करो, 25 को एनालाइज करो, 35 को एनालाइज करो, and somewhere 35 to 40 is the ideal range you should be targeting। not being prepared for surprises, this again is a mistake। ठीक है, you cannot expect everything to go according to you, ठीक है ना, ऐसा नहीं होगा। right, you have to be prepared for the surprises, this is the nature of the exam। UPSC will give you shocks, right, UPSC will try to unsettle you। the best way to deal with that is to accept that and be prepared for that। ठीक है, कि देखो ये आने ही वाला है, दिमाग ऐसा होना चाहिए, माइंडसेट ऐसा होना चाहिए कि दिस इज कमिंग, आई जस्ट हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर इट। हाउ विल यू डू इट? calm, composed and flexible mindset, right? then do not work in extremes। या तो मैं 2 घंटे पढ़ूंगा, या मैं 200 घंटे पढ़ूंगा, या मैं 16 घंटे पढ़ूंगा। ठीक है, not like that। what you need is a disciplined 8 to 10 hour preparation is what is required। ठीक है, रोज का 8 से 10 घंटा पढ़िए, सही तरीके से पढ़िए, दिस इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड। देन मिसयूज ऑफ टेलीग्राम, अनगिनत ग्रुप्स को फॉलो कर लिया, अनगिनत चैनल्स, कहीं से कोई एमसीक्यू आ रहा है, कहीं से कोई डॉक्यूमेंट आ रहा है, यूट्यूब पर वीडियोस देखी जा रही है और जस्ट स्क्रॉलिंग द यूट्यूब, सीइंग कि भैया hoping कि this will be adding to my preparation, nothing is gonna happen। you will never be able to consolidate the things in your mind। ठीक है ना, do not do this thing, too much reliance on videos until unless there is an absolute compulsion। ये कोई चीज वीडियो से बेटर समझ आ रही है, या कोई चीज you are not able to understand through your book, and for that you have to go to your some YouTube video to understand, go। right, otherwise अगर मान लीजिए there is a chapter on constitutional bodies, या फिर there is a chapter on fundamental rights which Lakshmikant is providing you very well, and you know that this chapter I will have to read from Lakshmikant, फाइनल रिजॉर्ट और लास्ट रिजॉर्ट आपको पता है मुझे लक्ष्मीकांत से पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा इसको। Why are you wasting your time on videos then? कि देख लेते हैं, फंडामेंटल राइट्स की भी वीडियो देख लेते हैं। ठीक है, you will be wasting your 2 hours 3 hours and nothing else। just ठीक है, then the biggest mistake you can make, and I'm telling you this mistake is the one which students are committing increasingly in the recent years। CSAT में या तो अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाते हैं या ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाते हैं। ठीक है, या तो कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ के जाएंगे होपिंग कि भाई हो ही जाएगा, या फिर CSAT ही पढ़ते रह जाते हैं एंड दे फॉरगेट चीज। आइदर ऑफ द स्ट्रैटेजी इज रॉन्ग, ठीक है ना। इग्नोरिंग फिजिकल एंड मेंटल हेल्थ, you may take it for granted at this moment because you're not realizing the value of it. But for a proper functioning body, a proper functioning mind, you should not be ignoring this thing. Include 30 minutes of physical health, 20 minutes of some sort of mental exercises in your daily routine. ठीक है ना, पढ़ना आपको आज से 10 घंटे ही, ये एडिशनल 1 घंटा देकर यू आर नॉट doing any compromise with your preparation. So get out of this, the mindset which many of the students create. Nothing is going to happen if you're just investing 1 hour in exercise routine. Giving up in the exam hall, I've seen many students do this thing. 1 घंटा अच्छे से पेपर अटेम्प्ट किया, 1 घंटे बाद दे फील एग्जॉस्टेड कि मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा एंड देयर लाइक कि ठीक अब अगले साल देखते हैं। Each and every minute in the exam hall should be contributed to contributed towards you getting your ticket to mains. ठीक है ना, हर 1 मिनट आपका आधा आधा नंबर जोड़ रहा है, ठीक है, दिमाग में रखना इस चीज को कि फाइनल जो गेम है वो आधे 1 नंबर पर ही लड़ा जाता है, ठीक है ना। तो टिल द बेल रिंग्स, ठीक है, यू हैव टू बी वर्किंग इन योर माइंड विद योर पेन विद योर हैंड्स, ठीक है, कि कहीं से मैं वहां वो चीज निकाल लूं, कहीं से वो चीज निकाल लूं। तो डू नॉट गिव अप इन द एग्जाम, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट इज क्या करना चाहिए। प्रिपरेशन as discussed till now, right? ठीक है, you should be motivated enough, right? मोटिवेशन इसलिए जरूरी है क्योंकि अगर मोटिवेटेड नहीं रहोगे तो वापस उठना बड़ा मुश्किल, आज टारगेट नहीं कंप्लीट हो पाया, ठीक है। What will you do? Will you fall in on the bed and just lie there for 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, right? You need to get back and say कोई बात नहीं, 1 दिन खराब हुआ था, I am getting back to the, as simple as that. There is no other formula. UPSC में you will get bad days, ठीक है, but the important thing is to get over those bad days, ठीक है ना। Routine is the thing which will give that oil to your final preparation, ठीक है। रूटीन के बिना ये प्रिपरेशन नहीं की जा सकती है। इट कैन नॉट बी आज 2 घंटे पढ़ लेते, आज मन नहीं कर रहा, आज एनवायरनमेंट का मन कर रहा है, कल पॉलिटी का कर रहा है। हैव वन रूटीन, राइट, फॉलो दैट, हैव डिसिप्लिन, इंटरनल भी एक्सटर्नल भी। इंटरनल यू आर रेजिस्टिंग योर इंटरनल टेम्पटेशन, एक्सटर्नल बाहर से बुलावा है, नो, से आई एम स्टडिंग, आई विल नॉट कम, ठीक है। हैव पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड, ठीक है। मार्क्स कम आ गए, कोई बात नहीं, आपका फ्रेंड ज्यादा स्कोर कर रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, यू डू नॉट हैव द एक्सेस टू इंटरनेट, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है। एनीथिंग which you feel is a smaller issue as compared to your overall preparation, sideline it. Maintain a positive attitude that yes, I am moving forward in the right direction, I will do it. Self-confidence and be humble. Be humble enough to ask your queries. ठीक है। Some hacks, have realistic small targets. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं पॉलिटी पढ़नी है, पॉलिटी में फंडामेंटल राइट्स पढ़ना है, फंडामेंटल राइट्स में मुझे ये आर्टिकल 17 तक पढ़ना है, ठीक है ना। हैव दीज सॉर्ट ऑफ स्मॉल टारगेट, हैव योर कंट्रोल ऑन द स्क्रीन टाइम, यूज पोमोडोरो टेक्निक, if you find it useful, like 50-10 minutes, study 50 minutes, study 50 minutes, take off 10 minutes, keep ticking off the target article, मतलब पॉलिटी हो गया मेरे, राइट, जितना डिफाइन था, आज का इकोनॉमिक्स हो गया, आज का करंट अफेयर हो गया, मॉक 1 हो गया, ठीक है, whatever target for the day, keep ticking it off. ये क्या है ना, छोटे छोटे आपको मोटिवेशन मिलती है, एक पुश मिलता है, एक कैटालिटिक पुश मिलता है कि हाँ मैं सही जा रहा हूँ, एंड योर इस टाइप के पुश आपको कॉन्फिडेंस देते हैं. कीप राइटिंग द अनवांटेड थॉट्स, कुछ उल्टा सीधा दिमाग में आ रहा है उसको अभी के लिए साइड में लिख कर रख दो कि बाद में देखें, ठीक है. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू विल फाइंड कि ऑल दीज वर वेरी स्मॉल एंड इनसिग्निफिकेंट डिस्ट्रैक्शंस जो आज मैटर भी नहीं करती, राइट, या जो अब मैटर भी नहीं करती, ठीक है. सो दीज वर द थिंग्स which you should be doing, right. Now how Phoenix as a course can help you, right. Broadly there are these components with respect to Phoenix: previous year question analysis, high-yielding classes, thematic current affairs, outcome oriented program, mentorship, daily worksheets, prelim test series, and CSAT, right. We'll be discussing them one by one. PYQ analysis, what we will be doing: complete analysis from 2013, 2022 to 2095, not 13, right, 22 to 95. Logical skills to solve question and how this thing has changed over here. I told you, UPSC has changed as far as PYQ is concerned. The techniques which were relevant in 2018 are no more relevant. तो अगर आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ इतना याद करके जाएंगे ये लग जाते, आप हो सकता है वो गलत कराएं क्वेश्चन, ठीक है ना. Exploring the options other than the one which is the answer. This is very important one to know that okay ये areas UPSC के horizon में, ठीक है ना. Therefore I need to prepare this thing. Secondly, जैसे for example I'll give you an example कि मान लीजिए बेथने स्कूल का सेक्रेटरी कौन थे, ठीक है. The answer is the Foolish Chandra Vidyasagar. But if that that option is having Kadambali Ganguly as one of the options, या फिर Rabindranath Tagore as one of the options, UPSC is somewhere hinting you कि tomorrow I can ask you a question on Kadambali Ganguly, ठीक है ना. Tomorrow I can ask you a question on Rabindranath Tagore, ठीक है ना. Content for those options which isn't available in normal static sources will be provided. For example, normal static source में आपको ये नहीं मिलता कि कदाम्बनी गांगुली का क्या रोल था, so that would be provided. So this is the first component. The second component is thematic current. As I told you, एक साल के छोटे करंट अफेयर्स यूपीएससी का अब तरीका नहीं है आपकी करंट अफेयर्स को टेस्ट करने का. They are testing 3 to 5 years of major current, ठीक है. These will be covered on important themes. We intend to cover the gap existing with respect to current affair where small of one last year is in the solution, right. In fact that can be a very inefficient strategy, ठीक है. एंड अब कुछ क्लेम भी होना चाहिए, मतलब इतना बड़ा क्लेम है तो कोई उसको बैक करने के लिए चीज भी होनी चाहिए. Why do we say UPSC is targeting contemporary current affairs or the current affairs of 3 to 5 years? See, Miyawaki Biorock 2022, Proposis 2018, Copper Smelting, Furnace Oil 21, Barasingha 20, Government Directions to RBI 21, Pro Nuclear 21, 20, and many more. Many such examples are there. ठीक है. All these prove कि कहीं ना कहीं UPSC की डायरेक्शन अलग है with respect to current. Next is high yielding classes. High yielding classes से हम उन चीजों को कवर करना चाह रहे हैं जो यूजुअल सिनेरियो में स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कवर करना मुश्किल हो. टॉपिक्स एंड फैक्ट्स व्हिच यूजुअली गेट इग्नोर्ड, हिडन एंड इनविजिबल टॉपिक्स व्हिच यूपीएससी कीप्स आस्किंग, एंड सिंप्लिफिकेशन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स टॉपिक्स, राइट. ठीक है. जैसे इन this year's high yielding classes, ancient medieval till now has been covered very, ठीक है ना. It can be just your one-stop source, a very comprehensive source to cover high-yielding classes, to cover high-yielding current, or to cover ancient and medieval, right? Next is the test series. As I told you, this is one of the most critical parts of your preparation for 2023, right? And as I told you, 35 to 40 tests minimum, ideally, optimally, you should be attempting, and that should comprise of, in my opinion, in our opinion, of across 3 institutes, right? एक institute के आप लगाइए, sorry, एक institute के आप लगाइए near about 20 to 25 tests, another 5 to 10, another 5 to 10, so that you have a fair amount of idea. Okay, ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछता है यूपीएससी या फिर ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है यूपीएससी, ठीक है ना? We are having 22 tests, out of which 16 are subject-wise tests. These are the details. 2 tests for history, 2 tests for medieval and ancient, geography 2 tests, polity 2, economics 2, environment 2, science 2, 6 full-length tests covering entire syllabus. Detailed PDF solutions would be given to you. Okay. I told you, the objective is not to solve tests. The objective is to solve good tests, right? Tests which give you quality and tests which are relevant. अगर किसी टेस्ट में ये qualities नहीं है, that is a waste of your time, of your energy, of your money. ठीक है ना? Next component is daily worksheets. Okay, you would be provided daily worksheets where you would be given 10 MCQs daily according to a fixed schedule. Detailed solution would be provided. This is usually from Monday to Friday. This will keep you in discipline and routine, right? And till now, the feedback about daily worksheets has been very positive, that students feel that this has kept them disciplined and kept them in a particular routine, right? Next is outcome oriented program. This was one of the experiments we did in 2022, right? And it was by far one of the most successful experiments we did. The idea was very simple, that we would be doing revision of the most important static portions in around 15 to 20 sessions across 30 to 45 days. A very simple idea. The classes in 2022 were conducted in the morning time, so that you have later time for your other parts as well. Right? 30 to 45 days effective and quick revision for static part of the syllabus. You will be guided to study the topics effectively in the limited time. You will be given time in the session. You have to complete the reading revision of that particular topic in that time. It was an experiment in 2022, right? Because we believed that this thing will help, and honestly, it helped the students a lot, right? In around, let's say, 35 to 45 hours, they were able to revise their most important stat, right? And that too in a very focused way. Outcome-oriented program was one of the most productive and successful programs in 2022. Next is the mentorship component. Okay. This is a long journey. Long journey in the sense there are still 110 days or so, 105 days, and you need both academic, a student, especially someone who is not having an idea about the preparation, needs some channel. Okay. He needs academic and non-academic support. Students will be allotted an experienced mentor who will be there with you throughout the entire journey. Mentor support helps in channelizing your energy and time towards your goal. There would be one-to-one mentorship along with common sessions, and it is not like, which is most common these days, is group mentorship. A group bana diya and you are there and you keep asking the thing, no one is there to respond, right? There is one-to-one mentorship. You will be given the Telegram ID and the call and the contact number, and you can contact it. Mentor will deal with the academic and non-academic challenges. Next component is CSAT. CSAT के बारे में Himal ma'am, you are there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Himal ma'am will discuss on the CSAT component.
Okay.
Should I make you host?
No, not me.
Okay.
Am I audible, everyone?
Audible.
Okay. So see, with the CSAT as sir told before also, and Utkarsh sir also told us that it is not a subject to ignore also, and we cannot be afraid of it also somewhere. So how we can cover it? So here we are targeting that we keep sessions very precise, and we can with the sessions we can cover the basic mathematics also and comprehension part. Plus, we can work on our problem solving. That is more important, practice. So here, like as we have, if you have seen the previous year questions also or previous year analysis also, we see that comprehension become a part like 30 to 40 questions approx, right? Basic numeracy and data efficiency and all that constitute of 25 to 30 questions. From 2013, this has been a part. And then general mental ability, right? So this is 5 to 10. It is an average of this kind of this is going on. So how we can cover this? And our target should be not only 66.66 marks we get there, whatever the we are in के नहीं बस pass हो जाएंगे तो बहुत हो जाएगा. Our target should be at least we approach 50 to 60 questions there. This should be there. We should do that. तो इसी टारगेट को लेते हुए हमने इसको डिवाइड ही इसी तरीके से किया हुआ है. तो बेसिक न्यूमरेसी हम कवर करते हैं, टॉपिक वाइज चलते हैं. साथ में एक शीट प्रोवाइडेड होती है आपको हर टॉपिक के साथ, जिसमें देयर आर 25 to 30 क्वेश्चन, एंड इन द सेशन इटसेल्फ वी कवर द PYQ क्वेश्चंस. So in that way we are covering in a very gradual manner. So जो अभी से from now to till April you can cover at मतलब basic of CSAT everything with a practice and not taking your much time of it also, and you are in a daily practice also. तो जब आप एग्जाम में जाएं तो you would be not in a thought process कि अभी नहीं किया या कर भी लिया तो कितना किया. तो we and plus there would be 3 total test also. So FLTs will be also there. So our target is to complete CSAT by April, and with all the basic topics needed with a discussion and problem solving. Good practice. That's it. Yeah. Over to you, Sahil sir.
Okay. Okay. So these were the things which would be part of our Phoenix course, right? And it cannot get more comprehensive than this thing. There would not be anything left which you are not having to deal with the prelims this year. These are the feedbacks, right? If you are claiming something, there should be something to back that thing. These are the feedbacks of our students till now, right? The sessions on PYQ analysis tremendously, taking out the fear of prelims. Daily worksheet is very effective. It keeps the momentum. The questions are of good quality. PYQ session is the best feature needed. It includes thorough analysis, emphasis on current important topics, right? Quality of questions is very good. As I told you now, good questions is what you need. You do not need just questions, right? The hiding is helping me to segregate the topics. First, in one reading, it was putting the things in room, but now with hiding, it is helping me to know where to count the thing, find the thing. In the clear picture, it started generating mind regarding topic, what to focus, right? 2 classes of thematic not only help me clear the static top, but also help me connect with the current developments regarding the same as per the UPSC perspective. The quality of full in test is good. It has standardized the revision part and is helping to analyze my preparation, right? And all these are genuine feedbacks, right? Nothing, nothing crafted. These are the, the feedbacks of the outcome sessions we have conducted last year, right? See, in the whole preparation, I'm not woken up this early. It was a difficult time. Sessions were helpful because it helped me revise particular chapters in time-bound manner. Joined with the intention to gauge myself, but never expected that these sessions will be so much productive, never completed quality. in my entire preparation with so much clarity. I joined today's class. It was really effective in revising the things in very less time. I would have studied my own. I would have taken at least 2 days, which was revised in just 3 hours. Right? Some other, again, PYQs help. The first session of HYC was very productive, good quality of material. PYQ session, the earlier tools, but this perspective were completely unknown before. Not only telling what should we know, but also how to tackle the unknown in the boundaries of both. It was totally interactive, was just the theory. Another thing I want to focus this year is, and this year when I'm saying it till the start, we are saying it till the start. At this year is a golden opportunity. Why? You are having 1105 vacancies. 1100 plus vacancies is something not normal that usually happens, especially in this government. So if you are having this opportunity, utilize it, right? Because probably you will not be getting a better opportunity, especially in the coming 2-3 years, right? This is not only in terms of vacancies, right? But according to vacancies, the filtering happens. How many would be selected for mains? How many would be selected for interview? And in that aspect also, it is a very golden opportunity, right? So if you have decided to appear for 2023, make sure you are appearing it in the bestest and the bestest manner possible, right? There cannot be any better word to explain it कि कुछ और दिमाग में होना ही नहीं चाहिए इस साल तो, ठीक है? क्योंकि इससे बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटी शायद ना आई है पिछले 4-5 सालों में, ना शायद आएगी, ठीक है ना? So whether you are doing it on your own or you are doing it with someone else, right? अगले 3.5 महीने आपके दिमाग में कुछ भी नहीं होना चाहिए apart from your single-minded focus on prelims, right? Last advice from our side. See, अब एक स्टूडेंट का डाउट हमेशा रहता है कि कहीं मैं बहुत लेट तो नहीं होगी, कहीं मैं बहुत जल्दी तो नहीं होगी, नहीं. You don't have less time for prelims, कम टाइम नहीं है, but you don't have a lot of time for prelims. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है, बहुत कम टाइम नहीं है. You just have the optimum time. ठीक है, now is the most perfect time to start. We conducted sessions earlier as well. In December, we told, right, you should be balancing your mains and prelims. In January also we told certain aspects of prelims and mains should be balanced. In February, we are outrightly saying that now is the time to go, completely on prelims, right? मतलब बस prelims के पीछे पड़ जाना है वो वाली situation, right? So these were few of the things from our side. What are the mistakes students do? What you should not be doing? How has the prelims evolved? And how will Phoenix help? Right? So, any doubts from your side?
Guys, if you got any doubt, you can put it on chat box as well. And if no doubt, then put it no, sir, so that we can assume that there is no doubts. Sahil, no doubt as of now.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Right. The last advice would again be the same. You do not have too much time. You do not have too less time. And do not miss this golden opportunity. Right. Thank you everyone for joining. all the best for your exam. Right? If you prepare it well, you will definitely do. Right?
Sign fees for the course is the, I guess, mentioned in the PDF, or else you can ask to the team at SOMP inquiries.
Whatever your queries are, आप SOMP
Yeah.
inquiries chat box में I'll write it. Right.
Sir, there will be 2 classes in a day. Sahil, whether it will be 2 classes in a day?
Yes, there can be days when there are 2 classes. There can be days when there is no class. Right. So let's say we enter mid-March, right? So it can be possible that you're having outcome as well as some other class. There can be days when you're not having any class, right? But that should not be, your parameter for judging the things. Your parameter should be that, okay, whether what I am getting, will I be able to consolidate it? Will I be able to, do it in the long term, right? Will I be able to balance my own self-study with that, right? So I've written on the chat box, you can either contact SOMP inquiries on Telegram or you can visit somp.in, right? Yes, thematic currenters of SOMP would suffice, right? Any other doubt, anyone? I guess no doubt, right? Thank you for joining. Right? We are ending the session. Bye.